Welcome to Relished. I'm Allie. I'm a nutritionist and a yoga teacher, and I'm here to talk to you about nutrition every week. So, this week we are going to be discussing cayenne pepper, kind of the background, some health benefits, some information about cayenne, the history, and then we're going to be making a wonderful peanut butter chocolate brownie recipe with cayenne. So, welcome to the show. I'm super excited to be here. And as always, please feel free to write questions and comments in the chat down below. And I love to keep the conversation going. So, please write some comments, write some questions, and we will talk cayenne. So, here we go. I have some ground cayenne or cayenne pepper ground there. I use cayenne a lot in our house, so we had it on hand, which was great. So, cayenne pepper, originally before it's dried, it is a small red chili pepper, and it comes from it's called Capsicum annum. And it is a member of the nightshade family. If you have been watching this show for a while, you'll remember that we talked about the nightshade family, way back. I think that was like April or May. And other family members of the nightshade family are sweet bell peppers, jalapeno peppers, poblano peppers, serrano peppers, and the spicy ghost peppers. Those are all kind of in the same family, in the same capsicum family as red chili pepper, cayenne. So, capsicum is the name. Capsaicin is the component of cayenne that gives it all of its good medicinal properties. I see Kelly's here. Hi, Allie. I love cayenne in my ginger beer. Oh my gosh, yes. So do I. It's so good. I was going to bring that up later, but I'll just bring it up now. Kombucha. My favorite flavor is cayenne, and I usually get my kombuchas at Trader Joe's. And sometimes they don't have cayenne, and so I buy the ginger flavor, which I was talking about with my friend the other day, and I add cayenne to it. So you get best of both worlds. You get a flavor you want, plus the cayenne. That is delicious in ginger beer as well. So I agree with you, Kelly. But yeah, it's a great thing. And the recipe we're doing today, I'm actually adding cayenne to it as well. It's not in the recipe, but there's so many things you can add cayenne to. So we're adding it to some peanut butter brownies. So that's going to be delicious. Okay, so capsaicin is the property or the component of the pepper that is so good for you, that has all the medicinal properties. Cayenne is thought to have originated from Cayenne, New Guiana, which is in South America. We mostly consume it when it's been dried and ground, but sometimes it's consumed as a fresh pepper as well. It was originally grown in Central and South America. It was cultivated in Mexico 7,000 years ago and in Peru 4,000 years ago. Native Americans have been using it for over 9,000 years, and they've used it for medicinal purposes for digestive issues and also to help with the circulation. But it always makes me sneeze. Oh yeah, that's so funny. I've heard that too. I've heard other people say that it makes them sneeze as well. There must be something, some sort of property in cayenne that makes people sneeze. Okay, so yes, 9,000 years ago, Native Americans, they've been using it since then. And but now it's grown and cultivated in other places that are tropical and warm, such as India, East Africa, Mexico, and other parts of the United States. Lots of traditional healing systems have used cayenne including Ayurvedic medicine, which is the traditional medical system in India, and also in China, Japan, and Korea. It's been used for lots of different reasons as well. So I will give you some of those reasons now. In the Ayurvedic remedy, they mix cayenne with mustard seeds and make sort of a paste with it and use it for pain relief. They just apply it to the part of your body that's in pain. In Chinese medicine, it's been used for digestive issues, and also in China and Japan, they have made an ointment with cayenne in it used to help people that have suffered from frostbite and also muscle pains. So, interesting. So there are lots of different ways to prepare and use cayenne. We'll go over those, and then we'll talk about some health benefits. I've got the oven preheated already at 325 for this recipe. If you'd like to take a look at the recipe, I put it down in the chat. It is called PB2 Flourless Chocolate Brownies. You can find this on relish.com, or you can just click on the link. That'll take you to relish.com with the recipe. It's from the blog Skinny Taste. I have not made this recipe yet, but it looks so good, and I'm so curious because there's no flour, but I think it's going to be delicious. And we're going to add cayenne to make it a little bit, give it a little heat. Okay, so the different ways to prepare cayenne. First is to digest it or consume it. So like we talked about, lots of people use it in their food, in their drinks, and in supplements, like the dried and ground version. Also, it can be used in creams and ointments, and they have found that typically for it to be super effective, you have to use these creams and ointments multiple times a day for several weeks for it to work. But it's nice because it's a natural way to do it. Also, cayenne oil is used oftentimes for muscle pain as well, on sprains and swelling and sore muscles and joints. But they just recommend to not put it on open cuts or broken skin because that would hurt. Also, you can make cayenne tea, so hot or cold. I found one site where they say to do 1/4 of a teaspoon of cayenne pepper with 1 cup of hot water, which that seems like that would be pretty spicy, but sounds good to me. And that has been used to help with digestion, and also it induces sweating and helps, warm you up and helps your circulation. But as a cold tea, it acts more like a diuretic, which that was interesting. And for almost everything we're talking about, this shouldn't be given to children because that's pretty spicy and could help hurt their digestion rather than help. This was interesting. I saw that in some areas of the world, people use that raw cayenne pepper to help with toothaches. If you chew on the pepper, it can help relieve a toothache, which I can see it probably does because it probably would make things numb and take your mind off of the pain because it would be pretty spicy. So that's interesting. And then I also found another site that said it could be used for cold feet. So if you mix the cayenne pepper with, excuse me, I'm going to take a drink. I have a frog in my throat. Okay, if you mix cayenne pepper with talcum powder or cornstarch and put that in your sock, it could help warm your feet, improve your circulation because it dilates the blood vessels in your feet. So I thought that was pretty interesting of a feet warming method, especially if you're going to be out in the cold. My husband goes snow camping once a year with some of his friends, and that seems like something I would probably do if I was camping in the snow. So it's a nice option. Okay, so let's talk health benefits. So most of the health benefits, like we were talking about before, come from the capsaicin, which is the compound in the pepper. And so one health benefit of cayenne is that it has lots of antioxidants, which is great. I think I talk about this every week, but I think it's really important that we talk about antioxidants, all those free radicals out in the world, in the food we eat, in the air we breathe. We need the antioxidants to counteract that, to get rid of those free radicals so they don't hurt our bodies. We've got antioxidants in our cayenne pepper in the form of the capsaicin and also vitamin C, vitamin E, and beta carotene. So lots of antioxidant going on. Okay, and cayenne has also been known to reduce hunger. There was a study where people were given capsaicin, and they found that some people were given it, some people weren't. The people that were given capsaicin ate less. And if it was a capsaicin supplement, they ate 10% less. And if they drank a drink with capsaicin, they ate 16% less. And I was thinking about that, and I was thinking, I wonder if they ate the ones that drank it ate less just because they're consuming more liquid, and that fills your stomach too. So regardless, that's the information. And we also talked about how it's been used for pain relief. I have lots of information on the pain relief aspect of capsaicin. So let's see. So the reason why it helps with pain relief, I thought this was pretty cool. So there's this compound in our body called substance P, and that tells our brain that we're in pain. So capsaicin decreases the amount of that substance P, so our brain is not feeling or is not getting communicated that there is pain. So it just helps with that. So it decreases pain. People have used cayenne or capsaicin for all kinds of pain: joint and muscle pain, lower back pain, pain after surgery, and some people take it for arthritis, osteoarthritis. There was a study where people were given a cream that they applied 3 times a day in the site of their pain, and after some time, they reported feeling less pain. So that's pretty good. And there's the FDA also approved capsaicin to help for the pain caused by shingles, which is the adult version of chickenpox, but way more painful. There is an ointment that has been used with capsaicin in it to help relieve that pain, so that's good to know. And there are also other over-the-counter creams that have capsaicin in them to help with arthritis and headaches. So those creams usually contain a certain percentage of capsaicin. It has also been used as a treatment for psoriasis, which is a skin condition that can be really uncomfortable and really itchy, and it helps improve the itching and the skin's appearance. It's also been found to boost metabolism. It increases the heat in our body, gets things moving quicker, but they have found, which was interesting, that the more you consume it, you kind of build a tolerance to it. So it's not like it's always going to be doing that for you, but that was interesting. It's also been found to improve digestion, which is interesting because you would think it's spicy, it might irritate your digestion, but as long as you don't have ulcers, they say that it could stimulate enzymes that help in digestion in our stomach. And some people have been known to consume it to ease symptoms of a cold, like the stuffy nose, the coughs, congestion, and I think it's considered a home remedy, but some people still do it. And there was a study review done about 4 years ago where they gave people cayenne or capsaicin. They gave them capsaicin. And their symptoms were reduced. That they had a cold. So they had stuffy nose, postnasal drip, and congestion. And they found that their symptoms were reduced. So that's pretty easy. And it's also, like we said before, has been used to improve circulation. So that cold feet treatment sounds pretty interesting. I kind of want to try it sometime. So, yeah, that's kind of the main information. The only precautions I found about consuming cayenne or capsaicin is that they say, like, if you've used it as a cream or an ointment that has cayenne, to not put heating pads or any source of heat on that area right away, because the blood vessels are already dilated, and so it might be a little bit too much. And also, if you are handling cayenne or anything, the pepper or the raw pepper or the ground pepper, maybe even some of the ointments with the capsaicin in it, they just say to avoid contact with your eyes or open wounds, and to wash your hands or wear gloves when you're handling it. And also, they recommend people that have stomach ulcers probably don't consume it because it may irritate. But otherwise, it's good. It's good for us to, lots of different reasons to consume cayenne. So, should we make some brownies? I think they sound delicious. Okay. I'm going to show you the ingredients. I have them all laid out here. Oh, good. You can see them on the table right here. So we're going to start off. So again, it's called, you can see it in the link in the chat, but it's called PB2 Flourless Chocolate Brownies plus cayenne. That's the twist of today's recipe. We're adding cayenne. Okay. So I've preheated 325, and I have a dish that I've oiled. So that is ready to receive the brownies. And we're going to start off with 1 egg and 1 egg white. So this is the egg white, this is the egg. I'm going to pour the white, going to whisk the egg. Whisk, 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 whisk. Okay. There we go. All right, we've got a whisked egg. I'm just going to set that aside over here. And next, we are using 1 cup of peanut butter powder. So this recipe is called PB2 because that's a brand of peanut butter powder where it's just been like dehydrated. They say like dehydrated, defatted peanut butter or peanuts. I, of course, bought mine at Trader Joe's because they have it there. I'd heard of people using peanut butter powder in smoothies and things like that, but I had never used it. And then I saw it at Trader Joe's and I thought, great, I'm going to give it a try. So 1 cup of peanut butter powder, which is kind of a lot. So that must be what gives these brownies their structure. Okay, so we've got 1 cup of peanut butter powder, half a cup of cocoa powder. I've been making a lot of brownies lately. It's just lots of reasons to celebrate. Okay, and a teaspoon of baking soda. Got that right here. Got our baking soda. And 1/4 of a teaspoon of kosher salt. I have sea salt. Same. All right. Put that in here. And okay, and this is when we're going to add the cayenne. So these are the dry ingredients. I did half a teaspoon. I just didn't know if, more would be too much, less would be not enough. So I did half a teaspoon. So I'll let you know. I'll post these brownies on the Instagram tomorrow or this week. Okay, sometime this week. I will. Okay, so I'm just going to mix it. I like to mix the dry ingredients with a fork just so that I know everything's pretty evenly mixed. This cocoa powder is kind of chunky, so I'm just going to break it up a little bit with my fork. Ideally, sifting would be good, but I don't have that close to me right now, so we're just going to use the fork. Okay. Okay, that looks pretty thorough. Okay, now we are to stir in the egg that we just whipped up. So we've got the egg. And, okay. What's next? 1/2 cup of water plus 1 tablespoon. Got that measured out already. Half a cup of water plus 1 tablespoon. We've got our liquid. And what's next? Half a cup of raw honey. I think I've mentioned this before. I like honey, but I kind of prefer maple syrup. So we're using maple syrup. Half a cup. Oh boy. I don't know if you heard that, but that was my cat. Our cats, we have like a little window box in the kitchen, and they like to jump up on it. It always scares me. Okay. And 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. I guess she wanted to watch the show too. Okay, so now we have all of our ingredients. Yes, yes. Okay, together here. The last ingredient is 3/4 of a cup of milk chocolate chips, but I'm not going to add them. We just had brownies on New Year's Eve, and they had chocolate chips in them, and I'm just kind of feeling more like no chocolate chips today. So you can always add chocolate chips or walnuts or anything like that. Well, I guess that would be a lot of nut flavor with the peanut butter too, but anyway. Okay. So this is looking delicious. We do a call with our friends on Friday night on Zoom, and I always make brownies, so I feel like this is a bonus brownie day. Okay, because we already had them. And usually we have leftover, so we have them for like 2 days. Okay, I think we have it all mixed together. Oops, nope, there's a little bit of flour. I hate when that happens. Okay, so we've got, this looks good. This looks a little bit thinner than I would have expected, but I trust the recipe. I'm sure it will work out just fine. The pictures of the batter look really good. Okay, now I brought a spatula to help me scoop it in. So this is a round dish. It called for a 9 by 9 inch square, but I don't have one, so we'll use this instead. All right, sometimes this cooks quicker. So the recipe says to bake it for 30 minutes. I think I'll bake it for 20 and check on it. But you'll have to tune in to my Instagram tomorrow to see the result. Since we don't have 20 more minutes, I'm going to put this in the oven. Looking good. Set the timer for 20 minutes. And, okay. That batter was good. Oh, and it's pretty spicy. All right. That is interesting. Okay, I'm going to move this so we don't see that. So, those brownies are going to be good. And the little heat, I think that'll be nice. And, you know, sometimes I like to add peanut butter as an icing on top. Just peanut butter, not any sugar or anything. Added peanut butter. So, that'll be good. Glass of almond milk or a little sip of bourbon with it. Delicious. Okay, so cayenne pepper. Let's do our review. Cayenne, its scientific name is Capsicum annum. The active ingredient in cayenne pepper is called capsaicin. That is what gives it all of its health benefits, which is great. Lots of different ways to use or consume cayenne, such as in food or drink or supplements, or in a cream or ointment as an oil, also used for pain relief, consumed as a tea, hot tea or cold tea. Toothache, chewing on the pepper, that sounds a little spicy to me. And the cold feet treatment, mixing it with cornstarch, putting it in your sock, warming your feet up. So, interesting. Some of the health benefits are that it has antioxidants, which is good to battle the free radicals and help our immune system. It reduces hunger. It helps with pain relief, lots of different kinds. So creams and ointments are often used. Typically, you have to use them multiple times a day for multiple weeks for it to be effective. But if it works, that is really helpful and great and a natural way to do it. Also used for the pain of shingles, which is the adult version of chickenpox, but can be painful. So that is good. Oh my gosh, my cat just jumped again. That's really scared me. Let's see what else. Helps with psoriasis, which is a skin condition that can be really uncomfortable. It can boost our metabolism. It can help improve our digestion. People use it to ease cold symptoms and also improve circulation. So people say it originated in Cayenne, French New Guiana, found traditionally in Central and South America, but now it's grown elsewhere. So lots of good stuff. Cayenne pepper, add a little heat, add a little spice to your food. So, oh yeah, that was another thing I wanted to mention. Other places you can add cayenne. So I said kombucha. You can make teas, or if you're drinking a tea, you want a little more warmth, add a little bit of cayenne. Chocolate dishes like brownies or other baked goods like muffins. I think that would be really good, like in a blueberry muffin, just add a little spice. Salad dressings, I use cayenne in salad dressing all the time. And then I use it in stir fries all the time as well. So it's just a really nice, easy thing to add. Also, hummus. If I make hummus, I'll pour some olive oil on top, sprinkle some cayenne, sprinkle some paprika. Really nice. A really, really nice spice, a little bit of heat addition. So lots of ways to add cayenne. So these brownies, you don't have to make them with cayenne, but if you want to, the option is there. It'll add a little heat. I'm going to make sure I haven't missed any comments. Gosh, I need to figure out how I can't see everything, but I can see most. Okay, let's see if, okay. All right. Okay, great. There we go. This show is hot. Okay, now I can see everything. That's good. That's true. It is. All right. Well, I really appreciate you all joining in here. Let me know if you make some cayenne brownies. Let me know if you add cayenne to something that you wouldn't normally add it, like kombucha or tea or your water. Even lemon water, adding some cayenne to it, that's really good. It's super easy. That's it. That's it. That is a wrap. I will let you know how the brownies go. I'll take some pictures. I'm sure they'll be really good. And hope you all have a great rest of your day. See you again next week. Different topics, same time. And I'll talk to you soon. Okay, bye everybody.